Hello to you all, how are you? At this time of year, the darkness is receding and the light is coming back in the northern hemisphere. Traditionally, this is called Imbolc by the Irish and Celtic clans. We are going to work with Imbolc today in a slightly different way. And this meditation has been inspired by the goddess Hekate from Greek and Roman legend. And she has entitled this meditation The Transformation Flame at the Crossroads. So we'll be working with Hekate today and Hestia, the goddess of the hearth, both fire goddesses. And we're going to do a little meditation, and then we're going to do an offering. So I'd like you just to start relaxing, closing your eyes and taking in a deep breath. Feel the cool, crisp air of winter filling your lungs as we leave the cold time behind and head towards the warmth. Breathe in and exhale, imagining the weight of the past months releasing and making space for renewal as you stand at the crossroads, a sacred place where paths converge, where endings meet beginnings. And this is the domain of Hekate. We light a candle in the east. We light a candle in the south. We light a candle in the west. And we light a candle in the north. This crossroads here is the domain of Hekate, the goddess of transformation. Breathing down to your feet now as you stand at this crossroads. Starting to let your limbs feel heavier and heavier. Grounding in at this change of season. We draw the Reiki into you. As you stand in the dim light of dusk, you see the goddess approaching. Hekate cloaked in shadows. Her presence is both mysterious and comforting. She cradles a candle, a flame flickering, restless fire that dances with the energy of change. This is the fire of transformation, the spark that burns away what no longer serves you, clearing the way for new growth. She extends the flame to you. Her gaze is steady and knowing. Take it, she whispers. Take it. Her voice is like a rustle of leaves in the wind. Carry it forward, for your time of renewal is near. You accept the flame, feeling its warmth spreading through your hands and your chest, your entire being. It is alive with potential, yet untamed, like the wild energy of spring waiting to burst forth. As you hold it, you notice another figure approaching. Her presence is calm and grounding. It is Hestia, the goddess of the hearth and home, the keeper of the sacred flame, also known as Vestia. Her energy is steady, nurturing, and unwavering, a beacon of stability and of inspiration. She holds the light of the hearth steady for you. Hekate nods to Hestia, a silent exchange of wisdom and trust. The flame of transformation must now become the flame of stability, Hekate says. For what is change without a foundation to root it into? Hestia steps forward, her hands outstretched, as you pass the flame to her. It settles into her care, and its restless dance softens into a steady and radiant glow. This is the flame of the hearth, the light that guides and sustains us in our family homes. It is also a flame of inspiration, helping your soul to birth the ideas and the new beginnings that arrive at the end of other things. Hestia smiles. Her eyes reflect the fire's light. This flame will burn through the seasons, she says. It will remind you that you have potential within you. You have strength and you have stability that comes with knowing yourself. And the inspiration that arises from you is a sacred balance of change and constancy. As you stand at the crossroads, the flame now growing and glowing steadily in Hestia's hands, you feel a deep sense of peace. Winter's stillness is giving way to the stirrings of spring, And you are now ready to step forward, guided by the wisdom of Hekate and the nurturing presence of Hestia. The flame within you, both transformative and stable, will light your way, a beacon of hope and renewal as you journey through the seasons of your life. Iota, which is one of the Greek letters of Hephaestus, the smithy. Imbolc, by the Celts, was a sacred feast day of blacksmiths who worked great alchemy, heating up metal ore, moulding it into shapes, plunging it into water to cool down to make useful tools. Iota is one of the sparks of Hephaestus's hammer or anvil, the spark of imagination and creativity. Take a couple of breaths now and just imagining yourself sitting at the crossroads in between the east and the south and the west and the north. Hestia and Hekate are both still with you. And in thanks, we now start our modern day sacrifices. First of all, we dress the statues of the goddess with ribbons and silk, which we will do now at these cards. Then we will anoint our beautiful Vesta or Hestia over here with olive oil from the Valley of Delphi. And use it sparingly because I don't know when I'll be going back. I'll use a little bit more of that in a second. And now we light the sacrificial tripod. Imbolc to the Celts holds water and fire. Brigid was a goddess of the well. We will be using sacred water from the Red Spring at Glastonbury. We put it into our selenite bowl. And then into our simmering pot. We then drop a couple of drips, one for each goddess. No, we had a couple, one extra for Hephaestus. And then we take our Greek wine of Dionysus and we pour a libation Now we take some herbs from Mount Parnassus, where the muses sing and dance in the Korakan cave. The bee nymphs, who we hope are warming up and getting ready for summer. We leave food for Hekate at the crossroads. Hestia also has the first morsel of everything. We have cake and we have bee pollen. Make your wishes for the light part of the year. We still have 2 months of winter left. 3 weeks of Imbolc energies which are waning from the 2nd. And then in another 3 weeks' time we enter the balancing season of the spring vernal equinox. Make your petitions with highest good and harm to none as I draw the chokore, as I draw the Tibetan Daikumyo, as I draw the trees of the grove with code Om. Send your wishes from your solar plexus with your intention, which is everything. And start to make your plans, making sure that you work with what you like, work with what you know, work with what you wish for, keeping your glass half full and keeping that optimism. Chokore. Chokore. Listen to the fire. Imagine that God spark within you and glow and grow that flame out from you to the front and to the back, to the right and to the left, and above and below. The flame is always transforming. It is always nourishing. Look after it well. Do not let it get out of control. Remember to always have your little pots of water nearby if you are using candles too. Both of the goddesses now walk towards you. Hekate placing her hands on the back of your shoulders, and Hestia in front of you, placing her hands also on your shoulders. They are grounding in the energy, grounding in this sacred flame, grounding in your wishes, and helping you transform and be creative, giving you the energy as we move towards the light to carry with you throughout the seasons of change. And now Hestia or Vesta carries the candle of light, the calm candle of the hearth, which cooks your food, which keeps you warm, which gives you light. She carries it to your house with you. She walks in front with the guiding light, and Hekate walks behind you. She has your back. In the distance you hear the howling of wolves and the barking of dogs, the hounds of Hekate. And if you have dogs that have passed over, you may get to see them now, or at least hear them and know that Hekate loves her hounds and looks after them. You will meet again. They are your helpers, and they are loyal, as Hekate is to her followers. Now imagine walking into the heart of your home. Hearth, it's a very similar word, isn't it? Whether you all congregate in the kitchen, the hub of your place. You can open the oven and she can put the candle to light the oven or your hearth, or simply setting the candle on the side. And now it is time to say goodbye. Hekate leaves first into the night, slipping into shadow in a blink, but she is only a thought away. Hestia also leaves now to go back to her temple of light and the Vestal Virgins, keeping the flame alive always for you. She points to the center of your being, and you can really feel that flame glowing and growing, sustaining you through the next few weeks. She too leaves, but you see a golden glow emanating from her and from her footsteps. You close the door of your abode now. And you sit down on a comfortable chair, planting your feet on the earth. And you grow those roots down, down, and down. And you settle in front of the fire, getting all snug, taking a breath in and out, relaxing. Nobody wants anything from you at this moment. Nobody needs anything from you at this moment. As you relax, relax.